Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Masud. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about 3 ways that you can build and establish rapport very quickly with your placement team. So without further ado, let's go. So before I go into some of the ways that you can establish very quickly some rapport with your team, I want to discuss why it's important that you have a good relationship with the other members around you when you're working on placement. So when you're working on placement, as you know, you will come across other health professionals like the healthcare assistants, the rehab support workers, the physiotherapy assistant, the occupational therapist, the other physios that you're probably going to be working with apart from your educator. So these are all members of the MDT team that you will sort of be in and around with. And the reason why it's important is when it comes to grading your final placement, I know that these guys and the whole team can have a massive impact on your grade, because usually if your educator is away for some reason, they're going to ask the people who are actually in your team and who spend time with you, because if your educator is away, you probably will spend time with other guys in the team, like the OT, the PT assistant, the support workers, or another physio. So spending time with them and actually being able to develop some sort of relationship or cultivate some sort of connection is going to help you out in the long term, because those people are going to back you up. They're going to say something positive about you if you've come across as someone they like. So it's very key that you develop this relationship with your team and you don't neglect it. So yeah. So the first thing that you want to do when you want to develop some sort of relationship with someone, or particularly your team, is to learn all of their names. Now, this is a very simple tip, but you'll be surprised how many people don't do this, and it's very critical that you do, because it shows that you actually care and you're paying attention to the other person. Now, if you can do this on your first day when you come in and you learn everyone's names, just write their names down on your sort of notepad or planner, and when you go home, just look at their names and see who they are. If they're an OT, if they're a physio, if they're a healthcare assistant or a rehab support worker, learn who they are, and the next day when you come in, make sure to use their name when you speak to them. Reason being is because it's a sort of communication skill. I read a book by Carnegie. If you haven't heard of him, he's a very famous author on how to win friends and influence people. In that book, he said something like, saying someone's name, it could be the sweetest or the sweetest thing to their ears when they hear that. So say their name to them, and they will ultimately naturally open up to you and be closer to you. They would want to pay more attention to you as well. So therefore making the development of a relationship much easier. So yeah, right. Next tip is to just spend time with your educator and actually speak and engage with them. This is probably very common sense stuff, right? But again, you'll be surprised how many people don't do it because they shy away. They say that they're introverted, or they're not very outgoing. But really, I think when you're on placement, just try and make an effort. Your educator will see that, and ultimately, these people, most of them are there to help you out. So they're generally very nice people as well. Anyway, so make an effort to speak to them during downtime, during lunchtime breaks, after at the end of the day or something like that. Ask them physio questions, ask them non-physio questions, like about their journey into physiotherapy, what they found difficult, why they're in this particular area, what interested them about this, why do they specialize in this area, not this area, how do they find a particular subject that you're doing right now. Just ask them questions, really. Also, if your team does invite you out, make sure to take their offer up. I know when I was in my second year, I was invited out to go Skittles bowling, which is basically like 10-pin bowling, but it's a little bit of an old-fashioned style sort of thing. I took the offer, and yeah, I ended up bonding really well with that team because it was like in an informal setting, and we got to know each other really well. Yeah, just be friendly, be yourself, be natural, and yeah, that's it basically. Alright guys, last and final tip to actually get on the good side of your placement team and your educator is to bring or make, you know, some sort of goodies, whether that's a cake, treats, chocolate. If you're not good at baking, just go down to the local Sainsbury's or you know, or Morrison's and buy something, some sort of confectionery, donuts, whatever it is, something sweet or chocolatey that your team will enjoy eating. Usually when you do this sort of thing, it's at the end of the placement. It's like a tradition sort of thing, unspoken tradition if you like, amongst other physiotherapists and the physiotherapy community, to bring chocolate or cake at the end of the placement. It leaves a positive impression on your physio, and again is known to boost your marks on the final day if you are graded for your placements. Hope you enjoyed that video guys. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe. Good luck with everything, and I'm going to catch you guys later. Thank you very much.